Hi, I'm Gary, and I just got here. It's my lunchtime from work, and I'm at the Urbana Club. It's on the other side of town, and rushed over here so I could get a flight in because the evenings are just way too short when I finally get home from work. And I brought the Mamba out with me, and I wanted to explain the flight modes that I have on the Mamba today. So there's three. I got three flight modes set up. The first one has very little influence from the Aura 8, but it's also low rates on the throws. So I can fly it kind of like a regular plane, but it doesn't really let me do 3D. And so I don't use that very often. It's kind of there just to be safe if the Aura 8's acting up and you need to get out of it so that you can still land the plane in one piece type of thing. The second one is still the low rates with the Aura 8 functioning and helping with any kind of wind that could be affecting your flight. This mode, the low rates, is good for takeoffs and nice clean passes, that type of stuff. And then there's a high rates where you get the really long throws and you can do all your 3D maneuvers and all that kind of stuff. So and with Aura 8 working in high gain and all that kind of stuff. So that's what this airplane's got. And then of course, you know, for the flap type thing, they got that crow feature where it slows the plane down, and it's controlled by the throttle, so it extends the braking of the flaps situation for when you go to the lowest throttle setting. And if you ramp the throttle up, then they close down like a normal wing. And so I just wanted to point that out before we got the flight off today. The Mamba's been really nice, and I'm going to tell you the Flex Innovations lineup is looking better and better every day. I really like to have that RV8, but I got to wait a little bit before I pick that up. So let's get a flight in with the Mamba here. It's a Mamba 10, and I got to get back to work. So let's get to it. Get my hat turned around. We do have a little bit of wind today. It's not too bad, but it's at my back. And we got the sun right up here. So we'll be flying over here probably. And so let me go ahead and put it in high rates. Alrighty. Let's do it. I do have the Z3000 in there, and it gives me about a 4.5 minute flight with the 3000 with the 50C discharge rating. There, it did a torque roll. I made it do that, of course, but looks cool still. You get it up there in the Harrier and hit the aileron so it's spinning around. Something like that. It makes it hard to make the adjustments with the tail if you got it spinning around too much, but there is a decent amount of wind that I can play with. I didn't put the LiPo alarm in there. I can tell you that F-15, after flying it a bunch this weekend, I might have changed my mind about jets. I had a really good time playing with that. I didn't think that I would like jets too much because it felt like, oh, all you're going to do is high-speed passes and circles and figure eights and that kind of thing. And to tell you, that is about all I did, but man, did I have fun doing it because it's so fast. Really sleek lines. And the sound of those E-flite jets is just so cool. I'm trying to get better at the hover. And the Harrier, of course. The radio's getting ready to tell me 3 minutes are up. So, not too worried about it running a little bit over time, because I do have a little bit bigger battery than what I was flying when I was getting the 3-minute flights. Although I am being pretty hard on it with all the hovering and Harriers. That's a little harder on, because you're going from 0 to full. It's a lot of current burst. It'd be a lot easier on it if I was just flying like this all the time, about half throttle, just kind of smooth flight. If I just kept going around and around like this, probably stretch it out to 5.5 minutes. But since I wasn't, we'll bring her in for a landing. So I got the So I turned that off because when the wind is on and you got the Aura 8 functioning, you can hear the airplane just still working so hard. Just sitting there trying to, because the wind's blowing the airplane around, so it starts chattering and stuff. And so, yeah. Anyways, that airplane's a lot of fun. If there was anything I could say bad about it, it would just simply be the flight time. I would love to have the gas version of this airplane where I could take it up and fly for 15 or 20 minutes and just keep on going. But this is still a lot of fun, and it's good for getting my skills situated before I move on to other airplanes. And so this is definitely not a beginner plane, but it sure is fun once you've got your normal piloting skills down for RC. You can move up to this and feel very confident and get aggressive. So if you guys go back and watch some of my first flights with the Mamba, I was just kind of doing some normal stuff, you know, rolls and inverted passes and loops and that kind of stuff. I wasn't doing anything Harrier or hover or anything like that, and now I'm starting to do it a lot more. And so the progression for this plane has felt very natural, and so I've been really happy with that. If you guys like my videos, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Give me a thumbs up. It helps so much for my channel. And if you don't mind, leaving some great comments. I always go back and read those comments, and I'll go back and watch the chat. If anybody's watching live, thanks for watching during my lunch hour. And as always, I'm Gary, and I just got here.